Hi, everybody. How are y'all doing? Happy Wednesday, February 24th. We are almost through with February. We'll see what is it, March? If March comes in like a lamb, it goes out like a lion. If it comes in like a lion, it goes out like a lamb. Okay, my printer's so slow. So my husband said as soon as it was done printing, he would bring this because I have a better graphic for y'all than what I shared with you on Monday. If you're here, please say hello. Let me turn on my comments there. I'd love to chat with you. Hi, Debbie. Oh, I know. It did get beautiful back here when we came back. We've had several really nice, sunny, warmer spring-like days in Kansas City. Hi, Donna. Hope you guys are all doing well. I'm 15 minutes late, but I did put a notice on there. You guys, I just always think I have more time than I really do. We're going to make a bridge fold cardigan. On Monday we made one, but this one's going to be a little different. It's going to be kind of a landscape version of, actually it'll be we made a landscape one. We're going to make, what would it be called? What's the opposite of landscape? You know, my brain has gone by way of portrait version of the card that we made, but using the same products, but a different way to do a bridge card. Okay, and I gave you false information. The Hey Birthday Chick can only be purchased as a bundle. The chick dies, however, can be purchased separate because, no, never mind. Everything can be purchased separate. So never mind. I just made that up. I don't know why on our flyer here they only have it in the bundle. I did get the Hey Birthday Chick bundle. I love that. And I am going to order the Hey Chick bundle because I actually gave away or sold my retired Hey Chick stamp set. And I wish I would have hung on to it. But I really love the dies from that set. So, and I think they all work perfectly together. Oh my goodness. I will list all the products like I did on Monday in the description of this video, this live on Facebook. So you'll know and it'll be correct. This was the card we made on Monday. Isn't that cute? And then it folds up to fit in an A2 envelope. The little fat little hen and her little feed bag. I thought that was so cute. And then I had so much fun. I made this one. And I did it a little different. This bridge is on the bottom. This bridge I used a die cut and put it right in the middle. And popped up all those little creatures on it. And I also did some embossing. So I'm going to show you how I did that. But we're going to do it in a portrait mode. We're not going to have room for all of this going on our portrait because you'll see it'll be a smaller card, but it'll still be able to be folded up and put into a A2 envelope. So I'm going to pull up my Stampin' Trimmer and I'm going to use my scoring blade, and I have a piece of 5 3/4 by 5 1/2. So the 5 1/2 is going to be our height, and the 5 3/4 is going to be our width. We're going to score it at 3/4. So this one's going to be a little narrower, quite a bit narrower than our landscape one. 3/4 and 1 1/2. And I'm using my scoring blade. And I'm going to do that on the other side as well. 3/4 and 1.5. Okay, so that's all the scoring that that's gonna need, but I do want to take my bone folder and fold on these score lines. So this is how our card will stand once we get the bridge on there. And you see how much different. One takes up a lot less space. In fact, you could even put another layer behind here, which maybe I'll do that in the future. Show you how to layer up and have 2 layers on that. But this is going to be a tall, skinny one. And I wanted to do the embossing. So I'm using an embossing folder from the Christmas catalog, and I forgot to see if it's carrying over. And I will put that, like I said, I'll have all the products I used in the description, and I will mention if this one carries over. So I've cut a piece of, this is Calypso Coral, 5.5 by just shy of 2 3/4. I think this center panel is 2 3/4. Yeah. So I've cut a piece just shy of that because I want it to fit there, and I want in fact, I might trim it just a little bit more. I'm going to emboss it, and I want it to fit really tight right in that center panel. So I'm just going to trim off just the tiniest little bit, and we're going to emboss that. And then I've taken a piece of 5.5 by 1.5 because we're going to, and then we'll cut that in half 3/4 to fit on the outside panels. So let's run that through our Stampin' Machine, cut and emboss, and this will be the first time I have used the embossing plates, so I'm going to be learning right along with you, but that's why we have all of these numbers on here. Here we go. This is a regular embossing folder, so I'm going to put plate 1 here. Then I'm going to put my embossed, or what I want to emboss, and paint plate 3. Well, that was easy enough. So we've got that kind of, I thought it looked chickeny. Chicken scratch. It has that little, those little dots. Okay. That was the first time I have embossed on this machine. That was really easy. And I like that the plates have all the directions. Okay, and this was from the Warm Wraps embossing folders from the Christmas catalog. So I will see if that is carrying over or not. Okay, now I'm going to cut this little piece in half at 3/4 inches. So we're going to adhere this to those outside panels. All right, so here's our little card, and I am just going to lay some, this is multi-purpose liquid glue. It's my favorite liquid glue. I could use some Stampin' Seal or anything like that, but I'm just going to use the liquid glue. And that's going to sit right in the center there. And then we're going to add these little strips right out here on this outside panel. And when I put in the description on the description of this video, I will include the measurements of all the papers as well. I don't know if that's helpful to you, but I would think it would be. Okay, then there we go. There's our card base. So see how this one is kind of fat and short and this one's tall and skinny. Okay, then we're going to make a bridge for this. And I'm going to just use the same stitched nested labels. These are the dies that I'm using for my bridge. And I'm going to cut one out of, I'm going to see if this would fit, because I've already cut this one out and I think it's going to work. Yep, it's going to work. So I've cut one out using, I believe it's the third largest. No, it's the second largest of Calypso Coral. And then I've cut some Designer Series paper. This is the colorful, I liked the colors in it. I thought it was real springtime. I'm really ready for some light spring things. It's the Playing with Patterns paper. So I cut the same size out of it. I just wanted the cardstock under there so that it would have more support. So I'm just going to adhere this right on top of there. Isn't that pretty? I love that color combination. This is crushed curry, the yellow in there, along with the Calypso Coral. And now I've cut a smaller little Whisper white piece that we're going to put on top of there. But I'm going to stamp some little confettis. I don't know if you can see my little confetti. I probably won't use all of these little creatures because this is a smaller space. We certainly could, but we'll see what happens. I'm kind of flying by the seat of my pants today. I'm using Calypso Coral ink for the confetti. I am going to stick a piece of scratch under here so I don't get my... And the confetti stamp comes right directly from the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set. I didn't show you all that, but I will here in a minute. Okay, that seems good enough. I got a little crazy there, but we can probably cover that up with a creature. The stamp set is this. So I used the confetti stamp, and I am going to pop that up. I didn't pop this one up, but I think I'm going to pop this one up on some dimensionals. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it today. I'm feeling it on this one to pop up. Okay, we're going to put that right in the center there. It's hard for me to see from that angle. And it'll drive me nuts if it isn't centered. So I'm going to use my little scooper. Straighten that out a little bit. There we go. Good enough. Okay. So here's our card base. We're gonna. I think I'm gonna add all the little things on, or maybe we'll just go ahead and put it on here. I think I will. I'm gonna just use some tear and tape right here on the little. Well, that fell off on my finger, on this little cross part of our I want to use a pretty strong adhesive. Okay. I'll do it this way because we're going to cover up my boo-boo there. And you don't want to extend your adhesive farther than that little panel, or you'll end up, when you fold it, you'll end up sticking to the card. So that's what I'm trying to focus on, is making sure that my adhesive is not overlapping. Okay. Hi, Julie. Hope you're doing good today. It's a beautiful day here in Lee Summit, isn't it? Okay. Are we straight? The only thing you want to make sure when you're doing your bridge is that they don't overflow off the side of the card, because you want to make sure this is going to fit in your envelope, right? Thank you. Okay, so let's do some creatures. I just think I used this. I was going to stamp my creatures on this. And I don't know. We could probably get all 3 of them on there. Let's give it a shot. If we don't like it, we don't like it. So I'm using Memento ink because I am going to use my Stampin' Blend markers. And because they are alcohol based, you don't want them to, you want to make sure that your stamped image, I'm sorry you guys, my nose itches, is not going to blur from that ink. So Memento will work. Do my little chicken. And then this little gal, she has my hair. This is my bed head when I wake up. I'll put her right here. We're just going to color these guys and then cut them out. Okay, so for the little bedhead gal, I'm using Daffodil Delight and Pumpkin Pie. And then for her cupcake, I'm using some soft suede and a light Calypso Coral to tie back to our card base. And I will use the dark Calypso Coral for her little candle. In fact, let's just go ahead and get that done. There we go. And we'll cover in her frosting. This makes me want a little cupcake. Then I think that's all I used the Calypso Coral for. Then I used the light soft suede Stampin' Blend marker for the cupcake. paper or whatever. And then for her hair, I started with some Daffodil Delight. This is dark. I'm going to use this skinny end. She's got kind of Methuselah hair, right? There we go. And I took some light pumpkin pie, and I just kind of, at the center here, she's got roots. She needs to go back to her colorist. We're going to give her a little pumpkin pie roots here in the middle. And then we're going to do the same thing with her tail. Should have did that before I put my Daffodil Delight pen away. I'm not going to color her all the way in. I'm just giving her a little bit of accent color. So I'm coming back on her tail, and towards the ends I'm adding that pumpkin pie. And then we'll take some dark pumpkin pie for her little beak and her skinny little legs. She's so cute. I think I like her the best because she looks like she's a hot mess. I can relate to her. Okay, I am going to take some more of this. This is dark Daffodil Delight, and I'm going to color my little chicken in here. And I think I'm done with the Daffodil Delight now. Some of the light pumpkin pie for her little legs and her feet and her beak. And then for our big gal, which I can also relate to, I colored her little comb with some Poppy Parade. This is a kind of a red. And her little, is it called a wattle? The little thing under. So I used just a little bit of Poppy Parade on that. And then I took the light soft suede. When I have big images like this, I kind of like to just outline them. And then fill in the center. These markers have a paint brush end, and they also have a fine tip end. I find that I like using the brush tip end better, but I know a lot of people that prefer the fine tip end better. So you just have to kind of get used to them and what you like. One thing about the alcohol markers, the Stampin' Blends, they don't leave brush marks like a marker would. I'm going to kind of clean that up a little bit. And then I think I'm going to come back with my dark soft suede and then just go over these little feathers. And that'll give her a little dimension. She'll look a little dimensional. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm just following the image and there we go. So that's all the coloring. Then we will cut these out with the coordinating dies. So I need that one. Oh, I forgot the little chick's birthday hat. And for that one, I did use some more of the Poppy Parade. There we go. Did I get everything? Oh, I forgot little Henny Penny here. I forgot her little beak. There we go. Now we're done with coloring. So I'm going to use the coordinating dies, and then I'm also going to use this Happy Birthday die. Here it is on my sample. It's kind of nice. You can use that for a lot of different projects. And I am going to tape these in place so they don't move after we went to all that trouble coloring. We don't want to... Sorry if my head gets in the camera. I'm just using a little washi tape because it'll pull right off. To hold these on here. Oh, I might not have left enough room. I was hoping I left enough room to cut these all out at once, but it looks like I didn't. So we're going to have to run it through twice. Sorry. I know it's real exciting to watch me die cut. About as exciting as watching me color, probably. And for this one, we just want to use the normal plates. So we need a 1 and both of our clear number 2s. And I'm going to try and sneak this happy birthday in there. Sorry. Sorry, my hand was right there. There's our little Henny Penny. Then we'll run it through real quick for this little gal. Okay, what are we doing? Okay. There we go. Sorry that shakes the whole table when I do that. Here's our little pieces. So now all we have to do is put the card together. And I'm not sure I'm going to use all of the pieces, but we do have the same area, so I can use all the pieces. I definitely want to cover up that, my little mishap there with the stamping. So I'm thinking I'm going to put Henny Penny over here. And looking for my Stampin' Dimensionals. They must be, here we go. I didn't pop her up on this one. I kind of popped everybody else up, but I think I'm going to pop all my creatures up on this one. I told you I was kind of feeling it. Kind of feeling it. I'm going to put her down here a little bit. And then I'm going to put, let's see, I may not use all of these guys. I definitely want my happy birthday because that's going to be my sentiment. And I'm thinking I want it over there still. So let us, here we go. We could put her up there, and see, I almost forgot and put her tail over the end, but you don't want to do that because it won't fit in your envelope when you fold it up. So you want to make sure you're staying in these parameters. And I think we can put our little chicken right here. I might use a mini glue dot on her. She's so tiny. One of the sides. Oh yeah, just kind of like looking up right here. That's cute, Donna Pollock. I like that. Then I might lower this gal. I've decided the little heavy set chicken is called Henny Penny. Remember that story? But I haven't decided what this little chicken's name is. I'm kind of thinking Wanda. I don't know why. I don't know why. Does your brain go there? I guess mine does. There we go. I kind of like that little chicken down there. And then I'll put my happy birthday right up here. Okay. So that's the card two ways. We made, I don't know what I did with the one we made on Monday. Oh, here it is. This is the landscape mode. You fold it like that. So I created this one in landscape mode, and then this one is in portrait mode. So it's tall and skinny. It is, I don't know what it's 4 1/4 by 8, and then on the 8-inch side you score it at, never mind, that's what this one is, 4 1/4 by 8. This one is 5 3/4 by 5 1/2. You score it at 3/4 and at 1 1/2 on both ends, 3/4 and 1 1/2, and that makes your little fold so that you can mail it. Anyway, aren't those sweet? I wasn't sure I liked it. It looked pretty busy, but now I'm liking it. I'm liking it a little more, and I think I like the tall, skinny one better. I think I like the little chick down here. Anyways, thank you guys. Hi, Vicki. Yeah, we're just ending up, but you can watch the replay, and I will have all the list of supplies and measurements up in the description as soon as I get off of here and I can get it up there. I will do that. But thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll see you Monday for Make It Monday. I'm not going to promise, but I am thinking about mixed media. I've talked about Fun University here. Mary Gunn joins us once in a while, and she has a subscription service called Fun University, FUNN, fununiversity.com, and I subscribe to her to that, and she has been showing us this month some mixed media, and so I'm thinking maybe we'll try to make a card using mixed media next week. I thought that might be kind of fun. All right, we'll see y'all. Have a great day.